I think one of the biggest reasons why small creators fail is because we never mentally start. No, really. I think all of us would do ourselves a big favor if we just took advice from Nike, right? Just do it. Just freaking do it. Stop thinking about it. Insert Shia LaBeouf meme. Just do it. Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard for a lot of us? Just freaking do it. Be like Nike. Just do it. But no, a lot of us just stay trapped in this constant state of analysis. Analysis paralysis, they call it. Paralyze. We're paralyzing ourselves by overthinking. Our brains are just our own worst enemy. And that couldn't be farther from the truth, because your brain is in your control. You can control what you believe and what you think about every day by this stimulation that you put in front of you. We manifest our thoughts. Our words are spells we tell ourselves each and every day. The moment we get out of bed, the moment we open our eyes and we decide, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta go see this person, I gotta go. Yeah, how about you wake up and you're like, thank you, whoever you are, I don't care, whatever you believe in, thank you for allowing me to wake up another day and open my eyes. Thank you for allowing me, I have to go get gas today. Well, at least thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to even have a car when others don't even have a vehicle. Count your blessings. Like, there's two ways to start a day. There's way number one, in which I talked about, where we all just whine and complain. And there's way number two, where we practice gratitude and are thankful for what we do have and just thankful to be alive. So that's where it all starts. What we tell ourselves when getting into YouTube. Oh, we'll never make it. Oh, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at speaking. Oh, my editing sucks. Oh, my thumbnails suck. I'll never learn how to do graphic design. Oh, my YouTube channel will never take off. Or you can be like, no, I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna improve my thumbnails. I'm gonna make it because I'm gonna get better at speaking. I'm gonna put so much out there into the universe that it's gonna be forced to do what I want. And it's gonna be forced to give me what I want. And what I want is a successful YouTube channel. What I want is to make this a career, to make this a living. What I want is to have fun and make money doing what I love to do. What I want is to not work a traditional job. What I want is to make enough to free my time. What I want is to make enough so I can support those around me and my family. And I'm going to make it happen. Sooner or later, your brain, your mind waves, whatever, is going to pick up on this energy. And believe me, you will be in a better mood. You will be in a better mood to produce. You'll be in a better mood to create. And it's going to just start to feel kind of funny how things are just going to start working out for you all of a sudden. Would you look at that? Anyway, I took almost a year to get this YouTube channel started because I too was in the constant analysis paralysis. Like, what if they don't trust me? What if they don't like my content? What if they don't like my voice? What if they don't want to watch Nintendo 64 footage? What if they want to watch Fortnite or Minecraft or insert whatever trendy game is popular right now? What if they want some editing? What if they can't sit for 20 minutes straight? What if they don't like my branding? What if they don't like my packaging? What if they don't like my upload rate? Whatever. I could be asking, and I did ask myself, why don't I just take my own advice from the very first freaking thumbnail on this channel and just start? And I did. I started. And I didn't overthink things. I put out the content the way I wanted to put it out. I didn't cater, and I stopped overthinking. I stopped, overthinking my strategy. I had trust and belief that my strategy would work over time because I had a delusional confidence and a delusional belief in myself, which is another video that might be coming out soon on this channel. But yeah, it took me a year to get this YouTube video started. So if you're out there listening to me, you can call me a hypocrite. I don't care. I'm not speaking to you like I've mastered the game. I also go through a lot of these problems, and I told you guys in the past in a different video, I make these videos for myself as well as I make them for you guys. All right. I'm not perfect, but I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stop. And I'm grinning right now because like I said, I'm a stubborn mother effer, and I'm going to continue until the universe has no choice but to grant me what I want. Now, yeah. Who am I to talk about YouTube, right? I only had one channel hit 10K. And before I even started this channel, I thought I had so much to prove. I had all this social proof that I had to prove, that I can get 50K subs, 100K subs for anyone to be listening to what I'm saying. But no, fuck that. I think anyone who has any type of common sense can realize that my tips and tricks or whatever, my advice, it's from the heart, it's from experience, it's from failure. And, I said I wouldn't do it, but I did go ahead and I did grow 2 channels to 5K. They were AI music channels, but it doesn't matter. My branding is what helped those channels grow. A combination of the branding and my using Suno AI and creating some bangers. But anyway, even though I didn't need to do that before starting, I felt like to myself, I needed to prove something to myself. I didn't need to prove anything to you guys or to anybody watching. I did it for myself because 10 years ago, I quit a channel where if I would have just stayed consistent, I'm pretty sure I would have been really well off by now, but no. And so that's why I did those 2 channels before starting this one. That's why I waited a year. I wanted to prove it to myself that I could still do it. And I did. And that gave me enough confidence to finally throw the first video on this channel. Just start. It's the Wave Race 64. I'm going to always remember that video forever. I tell you guys this story because I know a lot of you guys might be in the same position where you're overanalyzing everything and you're not taking any action. Your brain is your worst enemy right now, and you have to just defeat it. You have to get over it. You have to put one foot out in front of the other and actually start. Guys, it got to the point, and I don't know if this has happened to you guys too. When I hadn't started the channel yet, I can't go on YouTube and I can't watch YouTube videos about how to grow on YouTube. It literally hurts me. It really hurt me and pains me because it's just another reminder like, boom, you haven't started. Boom, you haven't started. Boom, you haven't started. So I'd skip past those videos. I wouldn't even watch them. Like, how, 10 strategies to grow on YouTube, or, these videos, 10 things you need to do after you upload. I can't watch them because it's just a reminder that I haven't started. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done taking in all this data. I'm done taking in all this information. There's no more information for me to need to be taking in. The only thing that I need to do is start. Some of you guys watch so much content online about how to grow on YouTube. And the best teacher is going to be yourself. The best teacher is going to be experience. The best teacher is going to be putting in the reps, making shitty video after shitty video and getting better, finding out what's wrong, finding out what's not working, finding out when you're not getting zero motion and what to change. That's the only way it's going to work. That's the only way you're going to learn. It's the best teacher. All these stupid videos that you're watching and that I used to watch about 10 things, strategy, click-through rate, intros, outros, that's fine. You need to take it in once and that's it. Create the content how you want to create it in your own way and learn on your own. Trial by fire. Also, fuck my videos too. You guys don't need to be watching every YouTube 64 video before you get started. Actually, I'd be pretty pissed off if you just watch my videos and never did a damn thing, really. I'm here to actually give you guys motivation to maybe deliver this information in a way that you guys haven't heard before. And, hopefully inspire you to really take one of your passions and turn it into something that's sustainable, turning it into a career, a business, whatever, a hobby, an art project, whatever you want to do that can, just spark that love, that inner child, that, just that passion for life again. That's all I care about. And I know a reason you guys, and, why I didn't just start and, why I'm preaching it now is because we don't zoom out. We need to zoom out. This journey is a daunting one. And if you think about all the things you have to do, if you think about all the videos you have to produce and all the sleepless nights, it's going to feel daunting and it's going to feel overwhelming. But if you just think about your exact next step, it's going to seem more achievable. Why do you think personal trainers say, don't think about the end product, don't think about your, how much work it's going to take to get there. Just think about small attainable goals, right? Same thing with YouTube. Think about small attainable goals that you can do right now, right? Let's say you are procrastinating on creating your first video, right? You don't have to make that video in one day. On a small attainable step would be like, okay, today I'll make the thumbnail, and then the next day would be like, okay, today I'll write some bullet points, and the next day, okay, maybe the next day you're like, okay, now maybe I'll set up my recording stuff and kind of test it, get it ready, and the next day you're like, okay, now I'm actually gonna attempt a recording, and it might not go well, and you might have to redo it, and the next day you're like, I wasn't really okay with that, right? It's a process, and it does not have to be done in one take, in one day. It can be small things that you do throughout the day, throughout the week, to move you forward to get that completed video. And guess what? It took you a week to get that first completed video. Guess how long it's going to take you next time? Probably like 4 days. And the next time it's probably going to take you like 3 days. And after that, it's probably going to take you like 2 days. You are going to get better. Your systems are going to get better. Your streamline will get better. But I'm telling you guys that we just zoom out too far and we think about the millions of views, years of uploads, algorithms, competition, making money, and your brain just starts to process your entire future at once. That's how you psych yourself out. That's why the thumbnail is going to say, stop spiraling. You're doing this to yourself. You're psyching yourself out of success. You're psyching yourself out of the progress. You're psyching yourself out of the grind. You are your own worst enemy, and you don't need to be. You don't need to solve your entire YouTube career today. Focus on the next micro step. Thumbnail, script, record, edit. Done. Your job is not to become a successful YouTuber overnight. Your job is to finish the next step.